Welcome to Grown-Up Musings on Children's Television. Today, looking at Fireman Sam. Now, something troubles me about Fireman Sam. For a village of about 15 people, the Pontypandy Fire and Rescue Service is surprisingly well equipped. They have a fire engine, a support vehicle, a quad bike, a dinghy, a train fire engine, because, they're really useful, and a helicopter. There are only 15 people in the village, so why do we have one vehicle for 2.5-ish people in the village? Well, it can't be just that it's a government quagmire and it's a money pit and they have to spend the money due to strange regulations in local government. That sort of thing just doesn't happen in modern Britain. So, I've been having a think, and I've come up with a fairly plausible explanation. Have you ever seen Shutter Island? Now, spoiler alert, in Shutter Island, Leonardo DiCaprio's character plays a detective who's trying to solve a murder on Shutter Island. However, it turns out that he's not a detective, he's actually a very sick man. The whole thing is a very large piece of treatment where he's allowed to live out these delusions. So, I think a very similar thing is happening in the village of Pontypandy. Let's think about this. If you ever watched Fireman Sam, you'll notice that all the characters seem to get into really very silly scrapes. I mean, stuff like they're all standing on a jetty in a lake and then their jetty floats to the middle of the lake and they're all stuck. Or it's they've gone out on their fishing boat and they've run out of petrol and they've used 2 water-based ones, but those are the 2 that spring to mind at the moment. So, if the village of Pontypandy contains such special people, obviously, for them to be safe, they're going to need a good fire and rescue service. Another thing, compared to the other services in Pontypandy, there are no police to speak of whatsoever at all, and the medical provision is a smart car. That's all the medical provision you get from Pontypandy's local authority, which makes a lot of sense. You can tell it's been set in modern Britain. Now, this is the clincher. This is why I think Pontypandy is a Shutter Island type deal. Whenever any of them get into trouble, they don't call the emergency services, they always call Fireman Sam. It's like it's been indoctrinated into them. Don't call the emergency services, don't call people who could help. Call Fireman Sam. Call the big curator of Pontypandy. Call the man who is being put in charge of the entire village to make sure none of these people get out into the wider community and cause real damage. So, you've got Fireman Sam, he's the curator. You've got Penny, she is obviously an assistant to Fireman Sam. Everybody else is a bit dunderheaded. Even the people in the fire brigade are a bit dunderheaded, like Station Officer Steele, and especially Elvis. How that man ever passed the fireman's entry exam, I've got no idea. So, next time you watch Fireman Sam, think to yourself, glad I don't live in Pontypandy. That's how I know I'm sane.